guys, how are you today? Welcome to episode 4 of the season called Self. Today we're going to be talking about judgments. Who or what are you judging? So I came up with this video because if you've seen my video called Unique, if you haven't, go back and see it. But in my video called Unique, I have purple eyebrows. I made like two little bantu knots around in my front, and it's kind of a weird look. So I had my dad come to me and be like, what is this look? Because some of my clients are above 50, so he was like, what about your clientele over 50? What are they gonna think about this? It's like, weird. They're gonna stop the video 30 seconds in. He's like, I watched 30 seconds and I was like, what is going on? Let me call my daughter. So he called me and he was like, what is this? The point of that video is uniqueness, creativity, being free, being weird, and what does that lead to? What I asked my dad is, why is it bothering you? What about it is bothering you? What are you judging about it? What does that say about you? Because usually when you judge another person, it says a lot more about you than about that person. Think about it. Think of your first impression on anyone. Think of someone you didn't like. Think of someone you liked, your first impression, right? And think of all the accumulation of all the years, the way they were raised, the way their education, the friends, the bullies, the people that talk shit about them. Think of everything that they've been through in every moment that led them to this present day where they met you. You don't see all of that. You get to see the person that isn't in front of you, and you can't make a judgment based on what you see in front of you. It's not accurate. You actually know nothing about this person. Your judgment is saying a lot more about you than about this person. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. What are your judgments saying about you? What are you preventing yourself from feeling? What are you preventing yourself from experiencing by blocking certain people? There is so many times when you meet someone on the bat and you're like, oh my gosh, this person is so cool. This actually happened to me a lot 6-7 years ago when I first started university, so about year 2, when I started meeting a lot more local people in Montreal, and I was like, some of these people are weird, but I'm not someone that's very judgmental, so I wouldn't have blocked someone from like being around me, but I was like, I don't know if I like this person. And as I grew to know the person, I realized this person s'assume, right? They're free, they do what they want, they're living the life they want, and they don't care what other people think about them. And it's me and myself and my judgments that would have been stopped from experiencing this whole person if I had blocked them and been like, no, I'm not going to talk to you, I don't like how you behave, so I don't want that around me. But because I love mindset, I love people that are different, I love variety, I love where people are going. I know not all of you are like that, but I love to know what other people's vision is, right? So I love to know where they want to go in life. So I was curious about getting to know them more. I was curious about getting to know people more than just a surface level. I wanted to see who they really were at the core, right? And that's how you can really make accurate judgments. Not like 1 to 3 times you see the person, you're like, and even if you are like, they have knowledge as well. They have so much wisdom, so much experience that they've been through that you don't have and that they can share with you. But if you prevent yourself from actually getting curious and getting to know this person and treating that person the way you would want to be treated, then you prevent yourself from grasping that knowledge. You prevent yourself from gaining that experience. You prevent yourself from, learning from what they did not learn from. And that's just a blockage on yourself. So you really need to look at yourself and be like, what is it that I am judging about this person, and why am I judging this about this person? There is no book of life. Everybody is living their own journey. Everybody has gone through different memories. Everyone has gone through different decisions. Everyone has gone through different meanings. That has formed who they are today. And even though we do have huge religious books that allow us to get insight on how to be free, on how to love and how to treat other people, and a little bit on our history, it doesn't tell us where step by step what Jessica Kofi has to do tomorrow. No, you need to figure that out by yourself, right? And I don't want my tomorrow to come, and because today somebody treated me like shit because I was wearing I don't know, we're gonna do from a girl's perspective, so because I was wearing a crop top, that tomorrow my day is like, oh my gosh, I'm scared, I don't want to. we have a lot of impact, and you can tell by people's body language. We have a lot of impact on other people's and their mind. If we go into a mindset where we are judgmental, others are going to judge you as well. Do you want to be judged on your bad days, on your unlucky days, on your clumsy days? Do you want your whole being to be judged on that one day, the worst day of your life? I wouldn't. I would not want to be judged on that, because I know I am way more than that bad day. I am way more than that one day I had a bad attitude. I'm way more than that bad day that I was depressed. There's so much more to me. There's so much more that I have to offer. And you're not going to get to know a person on a deeper level. You're not going to get to see their vulnerabilities. You're not going to get to hear their stories. You're not going to get to know their families. If you keep judging them, if you keep blocking their knowledge, their wisdom, and even think of the people that you've judged the harshest. They have experience. They have wisdom. They have lessons that they learned that could benefit you. But if you're busy judging them, you're never going to get those benefits. You're going to be busy in your little stagnant life because you weren't able to open yourself up to others. And that's really what judgments are about. What are they saying about you? What are you blocking yourself from achieving? What are you blocking yourself from experiencing? And when I say experiencing, is because that person, and yes, we need to be careful who we allow into our space. That's for sure. I'm saying, even if you see somebody and they look weird, if you're curious, ask them. If you're not curious, walk away. Don't go ahead being like, oh my God, I saw some freaking weirdo talking crazy in the street, talking about this. You have no idea what they went through. You have no idea what they're like. You have no say. You have no right. We are like 9 billion. At this point, I believe we're like 9 billion on this earth. You are one speck, and that doesn't mean that you're not special. That just means you have your own journey within those 9 billion people. And your journey does not give you a right to judge those other 9 billion people. We were not raised the same. We did not experience the same things. We did not have the same hardships. Who are you? Who am I? Who are we to judge anybody? No. We can't do that. All we can do is be loving, compassionate, understanding. Imagine a world where there's no judgment, where we're loving, we're compassionate, we let people be them, we let people be free, we let people be weird, we let people be unique. And we all get to the standard where we're living our best life. Who would be unhappy? Yes, there's some haters. You little haters that don't want anybody to move up, you're little demons. But for the most part of us, we want to live in a world where there's understanding, where there's peace, there's love, there's compassion, where people are making it, where people are living their best life. And currently, we are not in that state of globalization. Currently, there is so much division, there is so much separation, there is so much judgment that is going on that it doesn't allow us to understand another person's, even on social media. I don't know, for me, it annoys me. I don't know why people feel like they have the right to give their opinion on somebody else's actions. Like, posts are there to entertain us. They're there to show us another perspective of life. I don't know why people would be like, oh, you're this for doing that. It is one video. It is one post. Who are you to ruin this person's week with your opinion? Are you a saint? No, you're not a saint. Stop lying. You are not a saint. And that's what I'm saying. I just want you guys to recognize your own judgments. I want me to recognize my own judgments, because that's how I learned so much. And I realize I'm not the most judgmental person, but there are times where, you can't be non-judgmental completely. Our judgments help us know who we want in our life, who we don't want in our life. But we can't base those judgments on a first-time impression. We can't judge those impressions on 2 minutes, because we actually don't know those people, right? I'm saying, be careful of your judgments. Be careful of what you're losing with your judgments. Be careful of what you're influencing with your judgments. Who or what are you judging, and why? These are questions that we need to kind of really dig into to see what we want out of life, to really see what we want out of life. Because if you're busy telling that person's weird, and it's actually a real hurt, a trigger for you that they're able to do that, because when you were being weird, somebody bullied you for that. You need to look deep into that and be like, okay, how can I be my true self and not be fearful? Because that's a fear, that's a blockage. So what are your judgments telling you? I hope that was clear, guys. If anything, leave comments if you like the video. If you like my channel, subscribe. Thank you, guys.